You're listening to Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now, back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
8:37, back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey, emanating from the Forge Jeweler Studios on this Telefriend Tuesday morning. Need to know things are coming up, but we'll get to those in just a little bit. But I want to welcome on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline spokesperson for vote.gov. And today, an important deadline here in the state of New Jersey. Today is the deadline to register by mail or in person if you'd like to vote on November 8th. So what do we got to do if we're not registered? Let's find out from Meghan Daly, who is with us this morning. Hey, Meghan, it's Bert Barron. How are you?
Hi, Bert. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Today's the day in Jersey. We got 3 weeks to go until Election Day, and I can't believe there are still people who aren't registered to vote. You probably see a lot of this around the country, right?
We do. So definitely, please go register to vote. You can go to vote.gov. Find New Jersey and see the options, which Bert just mentioned. You have to register in person or via mail. We have the form available once you select your state. I believe also the 21 counties in New Jersey also have some late evening registration locations open tonight. Mm-hmm. So you can go to njelections.org to find the different locations and hours.
So this is a one-day process. You could not be anywhere near registered, and by the time we get to later on today, be all taken care of.
Yes, definitely.
It's a one-day deal. Okay.
Mm-hmm, right, and we also, besides our English version at vote.gov, we actually have vote.gov/ES, which is our vote.gov in Spanish. So for anybody that speaks Spanish, we have that version in your language as well.
If you go to register in person, Meghan, do you have to prove citizenship? Do they ask for identification? What's that like?
You know that we have our vote.gov all the information for different states, so that's really up to the state.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Right. So, again, I would check with njelections.org for any specific rules specific to New Jersey. Do you see procrastinators typically every year, Meghan, where people wait till the deadline to do anything about this? Oh, definitely. That's just the nature of. I think that's the nature of anytime there's a deadline, people just always wait to the last minute. Unfortunately. You probably thought, I got plenty of time, right? And next thing you know, the date's here. Exactly. But today you got to get it done. That's for sure. Do you see like a movement, whether it's in New Jersey or in other states around the country, getting that word out to college students, the millennials, and getting them making sure everybody's signed up there? Is that part of what vote.gov is all about? Definitely, and we recently Facebook had linked to us. They did a huge registration drive back on September 23rd, and they promoted. Once you go to Facebook, it says, "Hey, you need to register to vote," and it would link to vote.gov. And from that promotion, we received over 6 million user sessions that day only. Wow! And it was a huge amount of traffic. There's been many articles and just the tremendous, it's been tremendous, the support and all the different registrations that have happened from Facebook's promotion. So, and, Instagram and Reddit, there's lots of different programs that have, promoted voter registration and promoted vote.gov. So we really appreciate all that. Yeah, real good. By your estimation, Meghan, what would vote.gov deem as being a good turnout? I can recall presidential elections in the past year where we've had over 100 million votes cast across all 50 states. Is that a good number for voter turnout? Do you like to see bigger numbers for vote.gov when it comes to Election Day? We definitely want to see bigger numbers. I mean, I think anytime we have the election, we want to, increase from the previous election. So the bigger the better, the more people we can get to vote and come out. And I think it's just a great, it's definitely if you're a citizen, definitely it's your right to register to vote, a right to vote as well. I think I can remember when I was in high school here a long time ago here in New Jersey. I think I can recall around my 17th birthday somehow being registered or being able to sign up while I was right in high school. Is that still done at all in various states, as far as you know? Mm-hmm, yes. Some states you can register when you're 17. A lot of people, rather than fill out the form, they just, when they get their driver's license, they can register to right there within DMV. So we see, I think that's just a great option for people to just go ahead and do that when they get their driver's license. They register to vote at the same time.
Yeah,
so,
no, I know.
And actually, I was just going to say, New Jersey was the first state that I voted in. I had lived there for 4 years.
Wow.
And, so that was, I love living there, and I was, proud to vote in New Jersey.
Nice. Where did you live when you were here?
I lived in Atlantic Islands.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a great. Oh, nice. On the shore
Beautiful.
there and pretty close to central New Jersey. That's not bad, right?
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun. It was my first job out of college, so I had a great time living there.
Have lunch at Barr's Landing, and that's a great place, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Good to talk to you, Meghan. Before we let you go, with regards to this going on, what challenges do you face? I think about the United States with the fact where we spread across multiple time zones, and you see that the polls close on the East Coast at a certain time. The West Coast, you still have several more hours still to go. And there used to be a time where it said, well, let's not go with any results until all the polls all close all across the country. Do you like to see as polls close to get those numbers out immediately on election night?
I want to see the results. I think the sooner the better, and especially now with the internet age and all the different media pitches, and I think I'd rather see it, and I think a lot of people feel that same way.
It seems like a lot of it is 8:00 at night usually. I don't think Jersey we close at 8:00 at night on election night, but states, it's up to the states as to when they open and when they close, right?
Exactly. Yeah, every state has. I think it actually goes down to the county. Various states set their own polling hours.
Okay. And volunteerism obviously is a big part of the process here, because it seems like it's people that I only see once every couple of years who are volunteering at the polling place. But, it's the volunteers that really make this process easy for everybody.
Oh, definitely. And you know what? I think the EAC, which is the Election Commission, they actually are still looking. There's many states that are still looking for polling volunteers, polling place volunteers. So, please, if you want to volunteer at the polls that day, please, you can get some training. And, I think a lot of states, it may be too late at this point because we are so close to the election.
Right.
But there may be some states, I'm not sure exactly what New Jersey's is, but you can definitely contact your local, your election office and see if they can still need volunteers.
Okay, and remember, vote.gov, vote.gov, that's the website to go. Of course, the deadline today to register by mail or in person has to happen today if you want to vote in the election coming up on November 8th. So if you're not registered, make sure you take care of that. And one last thing for you, Meghan, thinking about, the United States and our time zones, I think the old Soviet Union used to be either 11 or 14 different time zones. Can you imagine what Election Day was like there, where, 14 hours ago, somebody has already voted and you haven't even started your day yet, right? So what a nightmare that must be to count votes.
Yeah, that's quite the job.
Even though who knows how much voting they did back in the old Soviet Union. But I appreciate it, Meghan, and thanks for your time this morning. And we want people to visit vote.gov, right?
Yes.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks again.
Thanks, Bert. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care. All right. My guest on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline, Meghan Daly with vote.gov. So today's the